Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this instructional video on how to find academic journal articles using the Ohio University Library's database, Articles Plus. So here you see we are at the Ohio University Library website, and when you come here, the first search bar you'll see will be for Articles Plus, which is very convenient because that's what we want to use. And I would discourage you from just typing in your topic here. I would encourage you to click Advanced Search. That will take you to a much more useful page. It may ask you to log in with your Ohio ID. And once you do, you'll get to this page right here where you'll see the advanced search. And so I'm just going to start up here in the search bar by typing in my topic. In this case, it is anti-racist education. And one thing you'll notice, right when I start typing in, popular terms will come up. And so my advice is to use one of these popular terms. Rather than finish typing in your topic, actually just click on the popular term that is the closest to what you're looking for. That'll actually help you find good results. So I see right here anti-racist education as a popular term. So I click on it, I hit search, and okay. So now we can see I have 1,750 results, which sounds like a lot, but actually that's pretty good because there are something like 500 million articles and sources on Articles Plus. And so the fact that I started with actually a pretty specific, pretty narrow topic is helping me to helping me narrow down my sources very quickly to things that are going to be useful. The next step is, so the first thing you see on here is a book. And I don't have time for a book, and I'm not looking for a book. What I'm looking for is a peer-reviewed scholarly journal. So the next thing I have to start using is over here there's a long menu where I can refine the results. And I can get this 1,750 down to just the sources that are going to be most useful to me. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check this box that says scholarly peer-reviewed journals, because that's going to help me meet the requirements set by my professor. Okay. So now you can see that's eliminated some already, down to 1,393. And the next thing I'm looking at is, your professors want you to focus on more modern sources. They don't want you using sources that are out of date. And so whatever, modern is going to mean something different depending on what your topic is. If your topic is something like artificial intelligence, which is like very, very new, very cutting edge, you're probably going to want some very recent articles, like 2015 or more recent. If this is a paper about history, then you could probably go back a little bit farther in time. You don't need something that's necessarily so current. But with anti-racist education, I'd like something that was probably published after Barack Obama was elected president in 2008. So I'm going to go to 2010. I'm looking for things only published within the last 10 years. So I slide this bar down here. You can see my publication date has gone from 1986 now to 2010, and that's narrowed me down to just 715 sources, which I'm starting to feel good about, but it's still kind of a lot. So the next thing I'm going to do is I want to really make sure, I've still got probably some books, some magazines. So down here in resource type, I can also do another filter for just academic journals because that's a requirement. So I'll click that, and it's looking like it should get me to 642. Yes, so 642, which is good. But now I'm still thinking I would like to narrow it a little bit further. Because anti-racist education, there's lots of different types of education. There's lots of different types of schools, lots of different topics. And so what I want to do is I want to narrow it down to my particular field of education, which is English as a second language. So in this second search box up here, I'm going to add a second search term. I'll start typing in English. And again, the popular terms come up, and I see in the popular terms English as a second language. So I'll select that, and I'll search. Okay. And now, look, I'm down to just 3 results. So this is actually pretty awesome. And if I've done my filtering well, then I'll find a source out of these 3 that really looks good for my particular project. And so, actually, interestingly enough, the first 2 appear to be the exact same source. Denials of racism in Canadian English textbooks. That looks okay. Race and language and learning in multicultural Canada. So this actually looks a little bit more interesting to me. So I'm going to click on this source. And one of the first things I'll do is I'll look for this, the abstract. The abstract is just a short summary of the article. And I'll read this kind of quickly. Let's see. Issues of race consistent. That looks pretty good. That looks like an interesting article, and it looks like it might be helpful for my project. So now I need to actually read the article, but you'll notice as you scroll down, the article is not here. Sometimes when you scroll down, you will find the full text of the article down here at the bottom of the page, and that's convenient, and you can read it. Other times, though, you'll have to look up here in this on the left side, and you'll see different options. But one of the things you might see is Full Text Finder. So I'll click on this. Opens up a new tab for me, and it looks like I have a couple different options, and I'll just click on the first one. And here I now appear to have the full text of the article. I can see the abstract again, but then the introduction, and it's looking like I've found the full article now. So now I can read my article, and I'm ready to work on my research paper. So that again is how to use how to use Articles Plus to find an academic journal article for your projects. Good luck to you all.